Ladies and gentlemen, I have the rare privilege to welcome you to the Nigeria Supply Chain Leadership Summit 2025. A lot has happened in our country today, and you agree with me that supply chain is at the heart of what will drive trade and investment. But there's still a lot of challenges. How do we unlock, the solution to these challenges?
This summit is more than an event. It's a movement. It's a call to action for us to rethink, rebuild, and reimagine.
Globally, services trade constitutes about 65% of our GDP. So it is not the physical good that is moving that's actually driving the economy. It is the services that promote those goods that makes more sense.
Private sector do not have the muscle to provide the infrastructure that will drive logistics. So as an active player in the field of logistics, what is our constraint, or what are the impediments that we face on a daily basis is failure of infrastructure.
When everything is working well, when all the sectors are performing at par, then we'll see a more vibrant economy.
So that if you are working, you know the kind of competency that should guide what you do.
We should have a dedicated agency or a ministry, like you suggested, that should coordinate, have a systemic reformation that we need towards supply chain in Africa.
Thank you, Dr. Bola.
If we start producing more cassava here and start also converting the cassava into cassava starch, the millions of dollars we used to import cassava corn starch into Nigeria will reduce.
Nigeria has great potential. I really do not know why we concentrate more on our oil exports. It has great potentials. We have other sectors, the manufacturing sector, we have the pharmaceutical, we have agriculture and the rest. So why not develop these systems?
When there's a collision of platforms, data centers, people, maybe just one contact person rather than having to contact more than 10 or 15 people, it makes trade easier and more security in terms of trading, and reduces risk and helps the businesses to grow, to scale.
Because they better understand when products are appreciated or preferred in terms of their brands. They can then leverage that in terms of their manufacturing costs, their marketing spend, and then research and development, just to make sure that they are prioritizing which markets prefers a particular brand, or even to the SKU level.
Indigenous technology is not the first point of call. Imagine you want to set up a factory. The first thing that comes to your mind is China. Where would I get the chip from China?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are open to collaborations that bring technical expertise and capital, especially for large-scale projects.
Even if you have the best of frameworks, if you don't implement it fully, you won't derive the benefits.
Encourage those today who are developing digital platforms, so that those platforms are not just built for international bodies or international organizations. They are also patronized specifically for Nigeria, and also encourage African businesses. I think that's a place to start.
We need to invest at least Africa. Within Africa, we need to invest an average of over $170 billion annually to even meet the standards of infrastructure that we are needing.
But don't insist that you have you have a management certification, so you necessarily must go and do IMS or ISO or any of those things, because the burden of those things is onerous. Instead, we can develop simple process forms that people tick constantly, regularly, just to ensure consistency of those systems.